Developing now a dangerous and bizarre police pursuit from South LA all the way to Ontario. This chase drew spectators onto overpasses and on the road. The driver crawled on several freeways, refusing to give up for hours. NBC4's Michelle Valles is live at the LAPD 77th Division Station with what we're learning about the driver. And Michelle, this chase really captivated. It grabbed the nation's attention, not just here in Los Angeles, but the entire country was watching.
You know what? It might have made history. We're going to ask the sergeant here in a little bit, but this started off as a traffic stop at 65th in Vermont. Apparently, the police asked the driver to pull over, and they asked him to come out of the vehicle when they saw him reaching for something, either trying to put something away or getting something, and that's when he took off.
And here comes the rim, off the rim.
Here you see sparks close to the end here of this pursuit. When the driver had nowhere to go, he was wearing out his rims there. News Chopper 4 over the 6-hour-long chase. When it started, driver going erratically through residential neighborhoods, freeways, even on the wrong side of the street. Sergeant Garcia had just started his shift when this all started, leading, of course, the pursuit here. Wow, I can imagine your adrenaline is still coming down at this point. Had you ever gone through a pursuit or led a pursuit like this?
No, that's the first in my career for such a lengthy pursuit.
Tell us briefly what had happened there.
So, like you said earlier, the officers attempted to negotiate a traffic stop on a suspect they believed to be armed. They did go in pursuit. The pursuit circled around the neighborhood here in South LA. Then it took us to Ladera Heights. Then he jumped on the 110 freeway to San Pedro, back up to Hollywood, and eventually we ended up in the city of Ontario.
There's a lot of quarterbacks, Monday morning quarterbacks, in hindsight's 2020 when you're watching from TV. Why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? What about the pit maneuver? A lot of people asking, why didn't you guys take this guy out with the pit maneuver?
Due to the fact that the suspect was possibly armed, then early on in the pursuit we got information that the vehicle was possibly also involved in a drive-by shooting in the Newton Division. So our policy generally prohibits us from conducting a pit maneuver on somebody we believe is armed, because it puts us, the officers, at a disadvantage when we flip that car around. Now he's face-to-face with us, and if he is armed, it's pretty unsafe.
I mean, our chopper had to pull off for gas. So did you guys, you were telling me. This driver must have had a full tank.
Absolutely. He must have had a full tank. Pretty much, I believe every officer, including myself, at some point had to pull off and gas up our police vehicles at some gas station out of our own pocket.
No one was hurt at the end of this. Would you say this is the longest slow-speed pursuit in LAPD history, Sarge?
Well, in the 20 years I've been on the job, I don't think I've heard of a pursuit going 6.5 hours, so it's pretty long. I'm sure it's up there.
Well, your shift ends at 6:30, so I hope you can get some sleep, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sergeant, for talking with us today. Again, no one was hurt. We're learning more about the driver who faces several charges at this point. We'll have much more coming up at 6 o'clock on that. Back to you guys.
Just a crazy long scene. All right.